eventually got into Japan, where Muslims are now taking over the society unjustly in a situation.
飽きません。経済的な動機でやってきて難民を主張する人、きちんとお帰りをいただきます。また、不法滞在の人たちにも厳格に法律。
Hi guys, you're welcome to the Dixon's View. On today, we'll be talking about a trending situation in Japan where Muslims are trying to take over Japan religiously as it has been done in France and Britain. Let's watch this video together. It has eventually gotten to Japan where Muslims are now taking over the society unjustly in a situation where despite they have a place for praying and they refuse to assemble in such places but rather take over the street even when they know it is against the rules of that society. When they get to these societies, they refuse to adhere to systems as it is done in those places. It's totally unacceptable. And the people, I think, are actually rising up against this. Behaving that way is totally and outrightly against their culture, which these religious or Islamic practitioners or extremists, be it as you may address them, are not listening to their culture.
Whoa, why? Hello. Hello.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. I just, no, wait. No, I'm just.
Bust this right now. Get the fuck
Yeah, okay. Oh. Whoa, why? I'm just Japanese here, trying to interview you, bro. What the fuck? I just so illegal. The other one has to get the fuck out of my.
In this video is a Muslim man who is trying to be, in fact, not just trying to, who is aggressive to an indigenous Japanese because he is not, or probably reacting against his religious behavior in the public place. And he, begin to attack this Japanese without even minding if it is okay or not. And the man couldn't just bear it but to say, oh, this guy have to leave his country. Of course, he has to leave because he knows and understands that it is against the rules or their culture for immigrants to behave like that. You can't come in to survive and then try to influence a society with your religious belief against the culture of these people. It is totally unacceptable, and I'm beginning to love, in fact, I love the way the Japanese are following it or taking it head to head with them.
Country.
したらあかん。もう日本を守ろう。
日本に何年いるんですか？
今12年目やけど、俺は投票とか何もできへんけど、俺の息子が日本人やから、息子のために今声上げてるんですよ。それしかできへんねん。
イギリスってやってもなんかイスラム教の国って
ほんまにやばいで。だから書いてる。
同じ過ちは犯すなって。でもなんかあそこの日本人が差別やめろって言ってるんです。
そうそう、俺先通って差別受けてませんけどって言って。
で、外国人言うんやって誰も差別してない。
俺でイギリスと同じ過ち。
Now, this guy really just have to participate in the protest to make sure his country and society do not end up the way the United Kingdom, England is becoming, and even France. But they are trying to conquer these people against their will. And I love the fact that the people are speaking up. Even the political class are also speaking up without trying to be political correct, just as what is happening in the UK and other parts of the world, more especially France, where the political class just feel they have to be politically correct by not taking the necessary action against these religious extremists. Now, the Prime Minister is also against this and has really spoken before the parliament, trying to reassure them that the government will really take the necessary action against every foreign immigrant who is trying to, or who came in pretense of seeking for a better life and then trying to use religion as a way. But these people, the Japanese, don't really care about you. All they want is to have a safer society for themselves and for their citizens. And that is why the government, those in government, are taking it upon themselves to assure their citizens that everything that is worth doing will be done to make sure that Islamic extremists or religious fanatics do not have a free day in their country. Let's listen to the Prime Minister as she speaks to the Parliament.
私は外国人との穏やかな、お互いに思いやりを持って生きられる付き合い方はどうすればできるんか、一遍ゼロベースで考えるつもりです。毎年毎年、私たちと文化や何もかもがあんまりにも違う人たちをまとめて入れていくということ。この政策は一旦考え直さなあきません。経済的な動機でやってきて難民を主張する人、きちんとお帰りをいただきます。また、不法滞在の人たちにも厳格に法律を守っていただきます。
鈴木俊一議員から外国人政策についてお尋ねがありました。我が国に在留する外国人の増加に伴い、一部の外国人による我が国の法やルールを逸脱する行為や制度の不適正な利用について国民の皆様が不安や不公平感を感じる状況が生じております。これを踏まえ、本年1月23日、新たに外国人の受け入れ、秩序ある共生のための総合的対応策を取りまとめました。この総合的対応策においては、外国人の方々にも日本社会の一員として責任ある行動をとっていただくことを基本的な考え方とした上で、国民の皆様の安全と安心を確保し、外国人政策を秩序あるものとするため、これまで着手できていなかった問題も含め、幅広い施策を盛り込みました。このことは、ルールを守って暮らしている外国人の方々にも資するものです。法やルールを守りながら居住する外国人のためにも、関係大臣と連携し、総合的対応策に盛り込まれた施策の実施にしっかりと取り組んでまいります。
Anyone intending to go into Japan with the motive of trying to implement religious rules or Sharia laws in particular against the culture and norms of the people of Japan should have it at the back of the mind that those in government, the government in particular, had implemented rules and regulation, more especially the laws of the land, will be used against them if you try to take up issues or contend with the government over your religious belief against the custom and the traditional belief of the people in Japan.
Japan is not interested in Islam, and the reasons why are pretty obvious. Japan doesn't change for anyone. You're expected to adjust to Japan. We all know Islam struggles with this concept. They expect countries to change their laws and traditions for them. This is the complete opposite. Christian Westerners are seen as very different. They keep their beliefs internal and do not push them on anyone else. This is why they're welcomed to Japan. For a country that's so safe, they have no interest in bringing in anyone who has been proven to show aggression in their countries of migration. Islam is not an easy visitor. They expect permanent migration and for the laws and traditions to be completely changed to suit their needs, even if they have to force this with aggression.
Now, you see that the people are totally against religious oppression. If you dare, just have it at the back of your mind that the people, the law, and the government will definitely come after you. And they have maintained their stand that their society does not welcome religious fanaticism nor extremism. We would love to know if the authorities in Japan are taking the necessary action, and we want to know what are your thoughts on this line as well with what we have seen and watched so far. See you in our next video.